So, you want a faster metabolism? You've heard it's the holy grail. The magic key to burning more calories while you're, living your life. Maybe even while you're sitting on the couch. It sounds like a dream, right? Especially if you don't want to spend your life in the gym. What if I told you that speeding up your metabolism in just about brutal workouts, that some of the most powerful things you can do are actually kind of lazy, or at least, incredibly simple? Welcome back to Healthy Spark. Today, we're ditching the extreme hustle and exploring the lazy person's guide to a faster metabolism. This isn't about complicated science or punishing routines. This is about smart, subtle tweaks to your daily life that send powerful signals to your body to burn energy more efficiently. If you're ready to work smarter, not harder, you're in the right place. First, let's clear up what we mean by metabolism. It's not some single organ or switch. Think of it as your body's total operating cost. It's the sum of all the energy your body uses just to keep you alive, your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your brain thinking, plus the energy you use moving around and digesting food. This total daily energy expenditure is built on three main pillars. The first and biggest pillar is your basal metabolic rate (BMR). This is the energy cost of running your basic life support systems. It's what you'd burn if you lay in bed all day, comatose. For most people, this makes up about 60 to 70% of their total daily burn. It's determined largely by things you can't easily change, like your age, gender, and genetics, but also by one huge thing you can influence: the amount of lean muscle mass you have. The second pillar is the thermic effect of food (TEF). This is the energy it costs to digest, absorb, and process the nutrients from your meals. It's usually about 10% of your daily burn. But here's the fun part. Not all foods cost the same to process. Some make your body work harder than others, and we'll get into that. The third pillar is activity. This includes your planned exercise, like a jog or a gym session, but also something far more important for our lazy guide: non-exercise activity thermogenesis (NEAT). This is the energy you burn doing everything else that isn't sleeping, eating, or sports like exercise. Fidgeting, walking to the mailbox, typing, doing the dishes, even just standing instead of sitting. For sedentary people, NEAT might be small. But for active, fidgety people, it can be massive, varying by up to 2,000 calories a day between two similar people. This is our secret playground. So, with that in mind, let's build our lazy guide. Rule number 1. Think NEAT all day long. You don't need a formal workout to boost your metabolism significantly. You just need to be less still. This is the ultimate lazy strategy because it requires no gear, no special clothes, and no extra time. It's about weaving tiny bits of movement into the fabric of your day. The goal is to break up long periods of sitting, because when you sit, your metabolic rate basically flatlines. Here's your lazy NEAT action plan. Every 30 to 45 minutes, just stand up. That's it. Set a gentle timer if you have to. Stand up and do something for 2 minutes. Walk to get a glass of water. Pace while you're on a phone call. Do a few casual stretches while your coffee brews. If you watch TV, stand up and march in place during the commercials, or better yet, do some leisurely pacing around the room. When you go to the store, park a little farther away. Take the stairs for 1 or 2 flights instead of the elevator. All these tiny actions add up to hundreds of extra calories burned at the end of the week, without you ever breaking a sweat. Your body was designed to move in little ways all day long, not to sit for 8 hours and then run for 1. Embrace your inner fidgeter. Tap your foot, shift in your seat. It all counts. This is the number 1, most underrated tool for gently nudging your metabolism upward without any formal exercise. Now, let's talk about the second lazy lever, the magic of muscle. I know. Building muscle doesn't sound lazy, but hear me out. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. You just need to give your muscles a reason to exist. Muscle tissue is metabolically active. It costs your body more energy to maintain than fat tissue does. Think of it like this. Fat is like a cheap storage unit, sitting there doing nothing. Muscle is like a high-tech factory that needs constant power to stay open. Even at rest, your muscle tissue is burning more calories than fat. The lazy approach to this is about minimal effective dose strength training. You are not training for the Olympics. You are sending a maintenance signal. This could be as simple as 2 short sessions per week, maybe 20 minutes each. Focus on big, compound movements that work lots of muscle at once. Think bodyweight squats. Push-ups from your knees is fine. Lunges and planks. You could do a simple routine of 3 sets of each, right in your living room. No gym required. The goal is not exhaustion. It's stimulation. You're just telling your muscles, hey, I still need you. Please stick around. By preserving and even building a little lean muscle, you are directly raising that biggest pillar of your metabolism, your basal metabolic rate. You're turning your body into a slightly more energy-hungry machine, 24 hours a day, even while you sleep. That's a pretty good return on 40 minutes a week. Alright, lever number 3. Eat to stoke the fire. Remember the thermic effect of food. This is where we play with it. Digestion itself burns calories, and you can subtly increase that burn by choosing foods that are harder for your body to process. This isn't about eating less, it's about choosing strategically. The lazy rule here is to prioritize protein and fiber. Protein has the highest thermic effect of all the macronutrients. Your body uses about 20 to 30% of the calories in protein just to digest and process it. Compare that to carbs at 5 to 10% and fats at 0 to 3%. So, by simply making sure you have a good source of protein with each meal, some eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, fish, beans, or tofu, you are automatically increasing your metabolic burn for that meal. Your body has to work harder just to use it. Fiber, found in vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains, works in a similar way. Your body can't fully break down and absorb all the calories in fibrous foods. It also takes more work to move them through your system. Plus, fiber helps keep your blood sugar stable, which prevents the insulin spikes that can signal your body to store fat. A simple lazy hack: just add a vegetable to every meal. A handful of spinach in your eggs, some carrots with your lunch, some broccoli with dinner. More volume, more chewing, more work for your digestive system. And here's a bonus lazy tip: drink more cold water, especially ice-cold water. When you drink it, your body has to expend energy to heat that water up to your core body temperature. It's a small effect per glass, but it's literally zero effort. Just choose cold water over room temperature. The 4th lever is deceptively simple, but absolutely non-negotiable. Sleep like it's your job. This is the ultimate lazy metabolism booster. When you are sleep deprived, your entire hormonal system gets thrown into chaos. The key hormones get disrupted. Ghrelin, which tells you you're hungry, goes up, and leptin, which tells you you're full, goes down. The result? You feel hungrier, especially for high-calorie, sugary, and starchy foods. At the same time, lack of sleep increases your cortisol levels, a stress hormone that can promote fat storage, particularly around the belly. Your body, in its tired, stressed state, becomes more efficient at storing energy and less willing to burn it. It goes into conservation mode. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep is like hitting the reset button on these hormones. It lowers cortisol, balances ghrelin and leptin, and gives your body the recovery time it needs to repair muscle and regulate everything properly. Going to bed is literally the most passive, lazy thing you can do to support a healthy metabolism. Don't fight for it. Embrace it. Finally, let's talk about the stress factor. Chronic, low-grade stress is a silent metabolism killer. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. In small, acute bursts, this is fine. But when cortisol is constantly elevated, It tells your body to hold onto fuel for a perceived emergency. It can increase your appetite, drive cravings for comfort foods, and encourage the storage of fat, especially visceral fat around your organs. The lazy person's antidote to this isn't a week-long meditation retreat, though that sounds nice. It's about micro moments of calm. This could be taking 5 slow, deep breaths before you eat. It could be listening to a calming playlist during your commute instead of the news. It could be spending 10 minutes in the morning sipping your coffee without looking at your phone. It's about finding tiny pockets in your day to downshift your nervous system. Lowering chronic stress tells your body the emergency is over, and it's safe to metabolize energy normally again. So, let's put this all together into your lazy person's protocol. 1. Move tiny, move often. Break up sitting every 30 to 45 minutes. Fidget, pace, stand, make neat your best friend. 2. Strength train minimally. Do 2 short bodyweight sessions a week, just enough to tell your muscles to stay. 3. Eat protein and veggies first. Make them the star of your plate to increase the thermic effect of your meals. 4. Drink cold water, a simple, zero-effort metabolic nudge. 5. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours. It's your hormonal reset button. 6. Distress in micro moments. Breathe, unplug, and lower cortisol whenever you can. You don't have to do all of these perfectly, and you don't have to do them all at once. Start with 1. Maybe this week, you focus on breaking up your sitting time. Next week, you add a little more protein to your breakfast. The point is consistent, gentle nudges in the right direction. A faster metabolism inbuilt in a day of extreme effort. It's built over time through these small, sustainable, almost lazy habits that add up to a body that runs more efficiently. If this smarter approach to boosting your metabolism sparks an idea for you, then you're exactly where you need to be. At Healthy Spark, we believe real health is built on sustainable simplicity, not punishing complexity. Subscribe and hit the bell, because we have more of these smart, lazy guides coming your way. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which one of these lazy levers are you most excited to try? Is it the neat movements, the minimal strength training, or maybe just giving yourself permission to sleep more? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Work smarter, not harder, and I'll see you in the next video on Healthy Spark.